Today I'm making my kids' favorite meatloaf. It's simple, easy and so delicious. In fact, it's also very customizable and I'll tell you all about it as we go along with the recipe. Hi guys, my name is Veena Asmanov from veenaasmanov.com. Let's get started. You can use just ground beef to make meatloaf, but I like to use a combination of ground beef with a little bit of ground lamb or ground pork. It makes a huge difference in flavor and texture. Try it. We're going to start by making a breadcrumb soaker. We're going to combine milk with eggs and breadcrumbs and let it sit for a while until it's completely absorbed. Now, if you don't want to use breadcrumbs or don't have breadcrumbs on hand, you can use fresh bread. Just soak the slices of fresh bread in the milk first and then add the eggs. It just makes it easier for the bread to absorb the milk alone. We're going to set the breadcrumb soaker aside. I like to saute my onions in butter to get the raw taste of onions out because I think the flavor is better when you saute them. I don't like using fresh garlic. I prefer the garlic powder because I don't like the pieces of garlic in my meatloaf. But again, you can use fresh garlic. Just saute it along with your onions. Now comes the fun part. Just mix all your meatloaf ingredients in a bowl. Start with the ground meat, with the sauteed onions, garlic powder, fresh herbs, dried herbs, sauces, and the breadcrumb circle. Combine it all until you have a nice combined mixture. Now, I do not like to over mix my ground meat ingredients because I think it just makes the meat more tender. Once we've got it all mixed up, we're going to press it down into our loaf pan, but don't pack it too hard because you do not want a dense meatloaf. Now, I'm using a loaf pan today, but for festive occasions, you could use any pan. For example, for Thanksgiving, you can use a turkey pan. For Christmas, you can use a bundt pan and make it like a wreath. And for Easter, you can again use a bundt pan and make it like a nest. And if you don't like to use the pan, you can also shape it into a log, or you can shape it into a horseshoe on a baking pan and bake it. It works just great. I told you this is very customizable. Now we're going to put this in the oven. Next, we are going to make our meatloaf sauce, and for that I'm going to use some ketchup, some sriracha, mustard and honey, and salt and pepper. Simple, easy and very delicious. When the meatloaf is almost done but not completely cooked, I'm going to pour the meatloaf sauce on the meatloaf and cook it for a little longer. Once it's done, I'm going to take it out and let it cool in the pan completely. It is very important to let the meatloaf rest in the pan for a while so that all the juices can settle. Then you can take it out onto a pan and sprinkle with some parsley or something. On the day I make this, of course, I like to just slice it and serve it as is. What do you do with leftover meatloaf? Meatloaf is a great addition to sandwiches. Okay, I like roasted garlic with my meatloaf in the bread, but my kids just have a simple bread spread on the thing and then we toast it. You can crumble leftover meatloaf in your marinara sauce. It makes a delicious pasta sauce. Serve it as spaghetti. Crumble some meatloaf into a tomato-based sauce and then top it up with mashed potato and some cheese. Bake it into the oven and it's absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to like and follow for more, and I'll see you again on another recipe. Bye bye for now.